Welcome. My name is Mr. Gemberling, and I will be discussing the geometry and trigonometry classes that I currently teach. I will be showing you both trigonometry and geometry Canvas pages and discuss homework, tests, what my policies are, as well as where your teenager can access information online. In the main page of the geometry class, I provide announcements about upcoming homework assignments that are due or upcoming assessments. That's also true for the trig class. Also, whatever modules we're currently working on, students can click on those buttons and be taken to all the materials. Currently in trigonometry, we are working on right triangle trig. We just finished up work with Pythagorean theorem. In geometry, we're currently working on constructions and rigid transformations. All of these materials, which is under a section called modules, can be found under the module link. So if you click here, you can find the goal for the activity plus any materials that are being given to support the lesson. That is also true for the trigonometry class. For assignments, students can access assignments through the assignments link, and I provide all the assignments here. You will find some assignments have a green check mark and some have a black X. If the assignment has a black X, that's normally going to be an in-class assignment or in-class work, and I do not upload a grade for those materials. If it has a green check mark, those are materials that will show up as an actual grade in PowerSchool. That is also true for the geometry class under assignments. These are all the in-class activities that we've currently worked on, so you'll see a bunch of black X's. So your main concern will be the ones with the check marks that are green for the geometry classes. The first 9 weeks, all of the homework assignments are going to be Delta Math assignments. We decided as we got into compass constructions in the first unit, with compasses needing to stay in class, that probably doing homework assignments through Delta Math was a better choice. It also provides an opportunity to review some of the bigger topics from Algebra 1 as well as middle school, since some of those topics will be reoccurring topics in geometry. So for the Delta Math assignments, they are given to students on Monday. They can access them on Monday. If I had that student on Tuesday, again, they'll still be available on Tuesday. They have the entire week to work on the Delta Math assignments, and the assignment closes on Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The way Delta Math is set up, students can continue to work on the problems until they get 100% in those sections. There are videos available in Delta Math to show you how to work on those, how to do those problems. Plus, students can ask me during class. For the trigonometry assignments, each assignment is given after each lesson or unit lesson is done within that unit. And then the assignments are due in the next class period. Both the geometry and trig classes, all assignments will represent 30% of their 9-week grade. When they are doing an assessment for their class, so we have an assessment coming up, all assessments represent 70% of the grade. It's both geometry class and the trig class. I will grade the assessments, return them, and if the student is not satisfied with their grade, I do provide a retake on all of my assessments. I will take the best grade of the two, so if a student gets a 60 on the first attempt and a 95 on the second attempt, the grade that will show up in the grade book will be the 95. If a student gets an 80 on the first attempt and a 75 on the second attempt, the 80 will remain in the grade book. Again, I always take the best grade, and that's true for both classes. In terms of course resources, I provide links for 2 kinds of calculators. For the trig class, I use Desmos scientific and graphing calculators. This is the preferred calculator for the SAT test, And if your teenager is a junior this year, they will be taking the SAT test in the spring, and the Desmos calculators are the calculators used on that assessment. For the geometry classes, I use also the Desmos scientific calculator, and I use the GeoGebra calculator for the geometry piece of this. And this is the program that the textbook authors have chosen for the course. For the textbook itself, the geometry class has an online textbook, and then for each unit there's a workbook. And so they will be receiving a workbook as we complete each unit. For the trig classes, there is no textbook, so there's no textbook link here. I write all the materials for the class. There is a textbook that has been adopted, and that book remains in class, and we'll be using that periodically for additional practice problems, but the majority of the work that they're doing for in-class work as well as homework are activities written by me. To contact me, this information here is true for both classes. The best way to contact me is email. Your teenager can contact me through the message system in Canvas by clicking on the inbox. I'm available before school any morning. I'm here from 7:15 to 7:35 to get help. I'm available during period 1 and B days, period 3 and A days. I'm also available during advisory days on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays to work one-on-one, and I'm available on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays after school. Students just need to get a pass from me to be able to come in during the school day, and for after school, they just need to make arrangements with me beforehand so that I'm aware that they're coming. If a student needs additional help outside of class, let's say, for example, meeting before and after school doesn't work well, let's say they're involved in marching band or athletics, and getting here is difficult in the morning, and the period 1, period 3 doesn't work well, advisory is always a great option, but we do provide students an option of getting a peer tutor, a student tutor, and they can get a application from me to fill out, and I will submit that so they can try to get a tutor to work with if they need additional help. If they need an actual physical calculator, there is a rental form that your teenager can get from me to fill out and get an actual calculator to use. I will be, again, primarily using the digital calculators that are available here, but on test days, I will provide them a calculator to use in class, but if they would like to have a physical calculator, they can rent one. So in closing, if you need to get a hold of me, again, email would be the best way to contact me. I try to do my best to get back with you within 24 hours. To try to answer your questions or provide whatever assistance I can. So please feel free to reach out to me at any time. This is going to be an exciting year in mathematics. We have new textbooks this year. We have a new student management system with Canvas. So there's great opportunities to expose students to some really significant mathematics this year. So I'm really looking forward to this school year, and thank you so much for taking the time to come to this video.